Hey everyone, how's it going? Blue Riser here. Just a follow up to the Ilya event. I am, to be honest, pretty done with this event. I'm almost at the end. I took a quick break because another event was happening, another gacha game I'm playing. So I was like, I gotta play this one for a little bit because I don't want to fall behind. And that one's more of a competitive thing, so it's definitely like, let me play as much as possible. But this one I'm almost done. It's just, I'm pretty burnt out on it. I can't say I'm honestly having too much fun with it. The story sections are incredibly drawn out. They're long, and they're longer than I think they really need to be. I just found myself like being like, oh man, this is still going on. And the raids are fine enough. There's no real issue with those. I just thought it's taken longer than I thought just to complete the main quest. Normally I can get this kind of stuff done in like 2 to 3 days, but for this one it was just dragging on me, and I was like, I need to take breaks on this one. Maybe it's because it's right after the summer one, and that one I really went all in as much as I could, and I like that one though. That's the big difference though. I really enjoyed the summer event compared to this one. And it's funny because I actually saw an article, some guy complaining about this event, saying this is like the worst one yet. In fact, after this one, let's go check that article out. Hopefully I still have it saved. Yeah, because I guess there are some people who generally don't like this one. I'm not 100% interested in Ilya. I'm not invested. I never watched the anime, and particularly didn't care for her as a character either. And that I don't hate her. It's just that I didn't care too much. So that is always a thing. Let's go ahead and just blast this girl out of here. And that's done. Alright, great. Cool enough. Let's go move over to that article, because I think it's more of an interesting read. Alright, so here it is. Most boring and useless event. Being a regular player of FGO since global launch, I found this event to be the most boring and useless one in NA. The theme is magical lollies, and god, I hate magical girls and lolly. When we get the combination of them, oh boy. Now, personally, I don't hate lollies, and I don't hate magical girls. I can't say I have strong feelings for them, especially magical girls. Lollies or whatever, they're in every anime, it doesn't matter. But magical girls, some stick with me, some don't. But whatever, narration is too long with too many 0 AP quests. While I spend some of my AP before getting back to work, I'm stuck with the 0 AP quest and narration, and then a 10 to 15 AP quest with narration again. And hey, they're talking about magical girls, how they think, feel, act. Yeah, I think this one, I don't care to hear someone break the meta about magical girls. I would love to go back on the text, but I mean dialogue. I'm not going to do it right now though. It spent too much time talking about magical girls. Obviously, it's a magical girl story. That's what the plot line here is. I just didn't like it. The raids are too easy for now. Just completed Medea's raid. All you have to do is find Raiko with the event CE and launch the Noble Phantasm against the boss. That's pretty much true. But I think Raiko with any event CE or shit, even Kaleidoscope, pretty much gets the job done anywhere. One of the lolly magical girl, 10 years old. It isn't. Wait. Okay, you know what? I don't know when Fate Khalid, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm not sure where in the timeline that takes place. I assume it's in the Fate Stay Night universe, where Ilya is like 18 or something. She's just a lolly because story stuff. And you know what? I haven't watched the Prisma Ilya show. I know what it's famous for. Or at least I know where clips of the internet really like the show of it. On what he says about the raids being too easy, I think all of them are generally easy. None of them I've really had any issue with. Even this last one, I've had like 0 issue with it. It normally takes what, maybe less than 3 minutes to beat it each time. I think it's just the repetition of it. Even the welfare is a lolly. She's one of the best, but still. The only reason I'm playing this is for the mats and the event CEs. Well, yeah, I'm playing for the materials as well. And I guess this sums up probably the most average response from people. Okay. Alright, dude. What else do you... What? I get it. Like, he's complaining about magical girls, and it's kind of pointless. And magical girls and lollies when I think this is like the only instance of magical girls in this game. So it's kind of special. And lollies, that's just a thing. Pretty much my face read of this post. Did OP hate the entire game? I mean, almost all the game is about stories and girls. Yeah, very true. I think he just didn't like this part. I can understand why. I can see most people not having an issue with this story event line. Then don't play it. Let us lolly lovers enjoy the cuteness of this lovely event. I don't know. That's just not an answer. That's not something you just say to someone. Obviously, they don't enjoy one aspect of the game. And it's an event too, so you can easily just say, get over it. It'll be over anyway. Sounds like your hate against magical girls and lolly prevent you from having fun in this event. You can just skip it if you don't like it. I personally love the story though. I'm not sure how this became a How's the Grind, but I think this is far more interesting. I love the main story and most of the events, but this one's awful, plain and simple. If the entire game was about lollies, I would have quit a long time ago. It's just an opinion, nothing else. I have to agree, but he's got like 9 downvotes. I think he's being very opinionative, yeah, sure. On a Fate website, by the way, or I should say, the Game Press. I don't think he's wrong for not liking it. His reasons do seem a bit, but some people don't like lollies at all. They're just totally not interested. Maybe he doesn't like Jack the Ripper. I like Jack the Ripper though. I'm not a magical girl fan at all, but I gave the Prisma Ilia show a try because I was bored and Fate. And I actually enjoyed it. Should I watch it? Has anyone watched the Prisma Ilia show? Please tell me what you think about it. Should I watch it? There's like 3 seasons, right? In my opinion, most of the writing in FGO is pretty pointless, annoying, childish, except for Camelot. The dialogue choices we get were pretty much laughable. Yeah, I didn't like the dialogue choices in this one. But see, I'm not a guy who really cares too much about the cuteness aspect of things. Since when do people care about the tier list? You're supposed to summon for who you like. This game isn't that difficult. If you summon for a lolly or thought queen, you have weird taste. Now see, that's the kind of stuff that gives you a downvote, even if you're making a joke. You can't defend your own opinion in a salty way, then insult other people's opinions like this. This whole post is trash. It is, and I'm trying to be as fence-sitting as possible. People are going to think I'm like some asshole now. This is a brilliant post. If I remember, I'm going to link it in the comment. OP, I get your pain in regards to lolly stuff. It annoys me as well. Damn it, Ilya, stop making that face. I think you all know what face we're talking about. You can always skip the narrations though. Yeah, exactly. The only reason I'm not skipping it is because I want to do a video on it, but I'm not even sure I want to do that. It's just so long with narration. Yeah, see, if this is the first event you dislike since the start of NA, that's pretty good. And yeah, this guy, I totally get what he's saying here. The story is very, I'm not sure I can find the word, but I think you know what I mean. But I like at least taking in some of it in order to be immersed. Like, if I wanted to summon for a character, it's like, I need to know a bit about them first. And what made me really want to summon for Raiko was after seeing her in the story. It was like, oh, holy shit, I like this character now. Because for the most part, most of these characters are original characters. Besides like a tier list, what else would you really know about them if you didn't embrace the story? The issue with the raids is a little legit. I think the CEs make it too easy. Yeah, like you can one-shot the bosses pretty easily. I don't see it getting tougher with higher health pools. Yeah, it just gets kind of repetitive. Not that there's anything wrong with that, events should be at this level so new players can also benefit from it. Very true. But I also guess what I'm saying is the boredom is coming from OP. My suggestion would be to take it easy for these 2 weeks and leave the immersion temporarily and do what I'm doing and focus on getting Kuro, since she's a limited and good servant. Yeah, I'm just trying to get Kuro, and after that I might clock out. To be honest. Yeah, Ilya can be as bad as she wants to be, but she's limited and she has great card art and great sprite. Thought Queen as well. I guess Ilya does have a pretty good sprite. Yeah, I agree with this one. Event CE fatigue. I'm really tired of it. I just kind of want to use the CEs that I've grown, but the event ones just make the event easier to do. And I would like a break too next week. The only thing I enjoy is getting new servers and sending them for their card art. And since I know I'm not going to be rolling on the gacha, I'm not letting myself get worked up over not clearing the event shop. Okay, and that's pretty much it. It's a very interesting, it's a very interesting thread, and I'll link it. Maybe you have your own account, you maybe want to share your opinions and stuff like that. For some reason, I've dropped the game in total, and I'm probably not going to go back to it now. I don't want to even boot it up right now. But yeah, I'm pretty much just kind of rolling it out with this event. I've gotten most of the items I need from the event shop. I actually write down everything I need in like on index cards, and I just kind of keep track of how many items I need in general to ascend my characters and ascend and level up skills, and which characters are really priority, at least for me. Part of me knows that if I go hard on the grinding, I'm gonna not enjoy the game. And everyone's different. Some people can grind and like just be like, all right, it's time to grind some more. But for me, it was never the case like that. And this normally happens where if we have one event and then event right after it, the second one is pretty dulled, at least for me. But yeah, tell me what you think about the Ilya event. Do you agree with this guy? Do you think it's boring? I don't think it's useless. I do think the long-winded dialogue scenes, and I know there's a skip button, but you guys should, if maybe you're new, but if you don't know, I like to read the story. I like to embrace myself in the story. In the beginning, I didn't. I just didn't care. But as time went on, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm actually liking this a bit. Which is why, shameless plug, I made the Fate story videos and I abridged the story because it's way too long for anyone to really care about it that way. And I thought if I could just get it all down pat in like a good hour long kind of thing, it's kind of like a movie. I don't know, I'm weird. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Please be sure to check out the channel. I have hundreds of videos for you to enjoy, a lot more Fate Grand Order content on the channel, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Peace out.